Everyone, welcome to HPM with Education. Today we will discuss about MCQs of nerve conduction and hormonal integration. So first question is, which part of our brain is associated with the regulation of sexual behavior and expression of emotional reaction? So first question answer is cerebrum, B option corpora, quadrigemina, C pons, या D hypothalamus. The right answer is option D, hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is a very small portion of a brain which is situated at the base of the brain, and it present near the pituitary gland. It play important role in body, also help in regulating sexual behavior as well as expressing and controlling various emotional response like fear, excitement, etc. Next question is, which of the following set of cranial nerve is totally motor? Option A, olfactory, trochlear, facial. B, oculomotor, evidences, and trochlear. C, trigeminal, vagus, glossopharyngeal, and D, facial, trigeminal, and evidences. The right answer is option B, oculomotor, evidences, and trochlear. Olfactory is a optic, and oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal, evidence. These are total cranial nerves are motor. 12 cranial nerves are motor, and 1 to 8 cranial nerves are sensory. 3, 4, 6, 11th, and 12. These are the motor cranial nerves, and 1 to 8 cranial nerves are sensory, and 5, 7, 9, 10 cranial nerves are mixed. So right answer is oculomotor, evidences, and trochlear, because oculomotor third, and evidences sixth cranial nerve, and trochlear is fourth cranial nerve. So 3, 4, 6, these are motor cranial nerves. So next question is, reflex action is a function of cerebrum, cerebellum, spinal cord, and medulla oblongata. The right answer is option C, spinal cord. Reflex action is a function of spinal cord. A receptor is stimulated when it sends signals to central nervous system, where brain coordinates the report. So reflex action is an involuntary and instant movement in response to stimulus. Next question is question 4th. Eustachian tubes connect pharynx with middle ear with external ear, middle ear with internal ear, and D, none of the above. The right answer is option A, pharynx with middle ear. Eustachian tube is also called as auditory tubes. Is also known as auditory tube. This is the structure of external ear. This is pinna, and auditory meters. In auditory meters, external auditory meters, small hairs are present, and these are eardrum, and which connect to the tube, ठीक है, pharynx. So eustachian tube extend from the anterior wall of the middle ear to the lateral wall of the nasopharynx. So next question is, light sensitive pigment of human eye is A, troponin, B, rhodopsin, C, vitamin A, and D, melanin. So right answer is option B, rhodopsin. So next question is, the part of human ear where sound is transduced is A. Tympanic membrane, B. Air ossicle, C. Semicircular canal, and D. Cochlea. The right answer is option D. Cochlea. The part of the human ear where sound is transduced is cochlea, because the transformation of the vibration into nerve impulse for the relay to brain takes place in the cochlea. So next question is, the hormone adrenaline is same as neurotransmitter, that is option A ACH, B GABA, C epinephrine, and D norepinephrine. The right answer is option C, that is epinephrine. Hormone, it is a neurotransmitter in sense within the brain, because it helps neuron to communicate with one another, and because adrenaline is mainly produced by the adrenal gland, and hence has function peripherally outside the brain. So it play important role in the body fight or flight response. So next question is, the number of cranial nerves in mammals is 8, 10, 12, 14. So right answer is option C, 12. Fishes and amphibians. Fishes and amphibians have 10 pair of cranial nerves. 10 pair of cranial nerves. Reptile, birds and mammals. Reptiles, birds and mammals have 12 pairs. Right? And cranial nerves are of 3 types. First one is the motor nerve, second sensory nerves, and third one is the mixed nerve. So next question is, in human eye, color perception is done by option A cone cells, B red cells, C both cone and red cells, and D choroid layer cells. The right answer is option A cone cells only, because these are the neurosensory layer of the eye, is the layer on which image is formed. This consists of retina, which include rods and cones in it. Rods are helpful for the visualization in the dim light, and responsible for the black and white vision, but cone cells produce sharp colored image in bright light. So cones are helpful in the perception and differentiation of the colors. So next question is, the membranous labyrinth contains a fluid called perilymph, hemolymph, lymph, and endolymph. The right answer is option D, endolymph. The fluid filled in the articular cavity is called endolymph, because it connects to the helicotrema by a tube near the surface of scala vestibula. Right? Next one is, the drinking of alcohol affects cerebrum, B cerebellum, C medulla oblongata, and D diencephalon. The right answer is option A cerebrum. The drinking of alcohol affect brain, cerebrum, right? Because cerebrum is the center of the intelligence. Because cerebrum is the center of intelligence, consciousness, and memory. So sense are analyzed and coordinate, and sensation is transmitted to the voluntary muscles for the proper response. So all the activities are affected by consumption of alcohol. It excessive consumption leads to liver cirrhosis, right? So next question is, hormones that cause the milk ejection from the breast when the baby begins to suck is called A prolactin, B estrogen, C progesterone, and D oxytocin. The right answer is oxytocin. Option D is the right answer. Oxytocin is that hormones that cause the ejection of milk from the breast, and progesterone secreted by the corpus luteum called anti-washing hormones. prolactin secreted from the anterior pituitary and initiate process of the lactation, and estrogen hormone secreted by the corpus luteum is known as beauty hormone. So next question is, diabetes insipidus is due to deficiency of hormone. Option A, adrenaline, B, insulin, C, vasopressin, and D, somatotrophic. The right answer is option C, that is vasopressin hormone. Vasopressin or antidiuretic hormone, ADH, it produced by the hypothalamus and stored in the posterior pituitary. This is the structure of hypothalamus. Two stalks, that is infundibulum, and one lobe is anterior pituitary and other one is the posterior pituitary, right? Then we can say that it is produced by the hypothalamus and stored in the posterior pituitary, right? So next question is, diabetes insipidus occurs when the body cannot properly balance the body fluid levels. So then conditions that cause deficiency of ADH or block the effect of the ADH, which result in the production of excess urine, and deficiency of insulin hormone cause diabetes mellitus. So next question is, exophthalmic goiter occurs due to hyposecretion of the T4, hypersecretion of T4, less than iodine in diets, and excess iodine in diets. So right answer is option B, hypersecretion of the T4 cells. Means it is an endocrine disorder, right? Endocrine disorder that cause excess thyroid hormone action in the tissue, and it is also called as grave disease, right? Grave disease. So next question is, grave disease is due to problems in which gland? Option A, thyroid gland, B, pituitary gland, C, adrenal gland, and D, pancreas. The right answer is option A, thyroid gland. Grave disease is due to problem in thyroid gland. It is autoimmune disorder and result in the overproduction of the thyroid hormone, which known as hyperthyroidism, right? Next one is, which disease is caused by undersecretion of the adrenal cortex? Option A, cretinism, B, dwarfism, C, sterility, and D, Addison disease. The right answer is option D, Addison disease, right? It is also known as the adrenal insufficiency, which occurs when there are underactive adrenal gland which do not produce enough of the cortisol hormones, right? So symptoms include like decreased blood sodium, increased blood potassium, low blood glucose level, which is also known as hypoglycemia, dehydration, low blood pressure, and increased skin pigmentation. So this is the symptoms of the Addison disease. Next one is, precursor of the steroid hormones is option A, amino acid tyrosine, B, cholesterol, C, dopamine, and D, adenosine monophosphate. The right answer is option B, cholesterol, right? Steroid hormone is a steroids that act as a hormone, right? These group of hormones are secreted mainly by three steroid glands: adrenal cortex, testes, ovaries, and placenta during pregnancy. So they are mainly grouped into corticosteroids and sex steroid, right? And all type steroids hormones are derived from cholesterol. So next question is, in mammalian, after the ovulation, the remaining part of the follicles become corpus luteum, Next, B. Corpus callosum, C. Corpora cavernosa, and D. Corpus albicans. Option D is the right answer. Corpus albicans. Because due to effect of LH hormone, luteinizing hormones, 14 day of the menstrual cycle, ovulation take place. After ovulation, remaining part of corpus luteum, which follicles called corpus albicans, and corpus albicans is a regressed form of the corpus luteum. So next question is, glucocorticoid are secreted by zona glomerulosa, B. zona fasciculata, and C. zona reticularis, and all of the above. The right answer is option B. zona fasciculata. This is the part, and GFR, glomerulosa, fasciculata, and reticularis, right? Then this right answer is zona fasciculata. Zona fasciculata is the middle layer of the adrenal cortex, which is responsible for producing glucocorticoids, which produce glucocorticoid called as such as cortisol, right? So last question is, gigantisms and acromegaly develops due to option A. hypothyroidism, B. hyperthyroidism, C. hypersecretion of growth hormone, and D. hyposecretion of the growth hormone. The right answer is option C. hypersecretion of the growth hormone. Means growth hormone is a human after puberty is cause of the acromegaly, and in acromegaly gonadotropic hormone, growth hormone growth hormone hypersecretion usually starts between the age of 20 to 40, and when growth hormone hypersecretion begins after epiphyseal closure, the early signs are coarsening of the facial features and soft tissues, swelling of hands and feet. And gigantisms occur when growth hormone hypersecretion occurs before the fusion of long bone epiphyses and characteristics by the tall stature. So this is all about MCQs. So thank you so much.